Two, one. Talented Ones Radio, hashtag TO Radio, hashtag TO Media, hashtag too many hashtags, keep hashtagging it out. And we're back, man. Jay Shep, and y'all already know what's going on. Y'all know the vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a class act in the building. I'm honored to say this is the first person we've had actually on the show twice for two interviews, and especially being in the same year I interviewed this. I had the luxury of interviewing this guy at the beginning of the year. And now while we're ending the 2021, it's great to have another reoccurring great conversation with what I say, at the end of the day, I think is going to go down as a legend in the game in my mind, just especially when it comes to acting. And when I say acting, like acting class acts and just doing everything the right way. He talked about his story last time, and then this time we're talking about what he has going on and how he's been throughout the year. So ladies and gentlemen, Gregg Daniel, how's it going?
Oh man, thank you for inviting me back. It's a pleasure. I just remembered when you said, yeah, it's the same year. I'm honored to be back, man. Thanks for getting me back, Jay.
No problem, no problem. First things I gotta ask is just how's everything been since the last time we talked? Last time we talked was super COVID and everything.
Yeah, no, it's been good. You know, it seems like the studios have sorted out the procedures and the protocols in order to continue shooting and doing with COVID procedures and protocols. So, you know, everything is pretty much back online. There's a lot of testing going on. I can tell you that. Right. Every day I was on the set of, I work on Insecure. Every day I was on the set, we tested. I mean, there was no playing around. Everybody was trying to keep everyone safe. You know, so, but it's pretty much figured out by now. Everyone has to be vaxxed. Everyone had to, everyone's going all the way to make sure we're safe, because we don't want to lose any days. And more than that, we don't want anyone to get sick. We don't want anyone to get sick as a result of this thing. True. So it's Hollywood's back. Hollywood's back. Things are shooting again. I was really pleased to be back on Insecure. So pleased to be back. As you know, this is our final season. So season 5. So the fact that we could keep each other safe and welcome guest stars and guest directors and guest this and still feel comfortable playing what we do, that's an achievement, man. Because at the beginning of the year, I didn't know what was going to go down.
Right. I was actually I was thinking about that. I was like, I know there had to be a major transition to get back in reacclimated. How does that get reacclimated back to stuff being normal again?
Step by step. You know, I don't think anything will ever be normal, because like we rehearse with our masks on, we come to set with our masks on. As soon as we finish a take, we put our masks on. So, we don't eat lunch together. I mean, lunch is individually boxed, but these are little things. These are things that, hey, the fact is that we're back, we're shooting, we're working, we're doing what we love to do. So your lunch is in a box rather than splayed out in a buffet. That's no big deal. But yeah, people put their right foot forward, man, and we're adjusted. We adjusted well. As I show everyone who wants to work, man, you want to keep each other safe. So it was weird. Suddenly have a mask on and I'm feeling like, I need air. Right. But when we shoot, we take them off. It's just that they go back on. So yeah, you had to get used to that, but I think that's small in comparison to, let me shout out the 780,000 Americans who have died from COVID-19, the Delta thing. I mean, my stuff is like nothing compared to the families and the people who have suffered and who are in grief and mourning. And my heart in 2021 goes out to every family, every person who lost father, mother, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, aunt. So again, you set it up next to that and you're shooting on a set and you kind of go, oh yeah, I'm fine. Oh yeah. We're doing fine. So, but as I said, we got it down now. We got it down how to keep each other safe and to continue working.
Last time we had a conversation, we were talking about a film that you were starring in. And this time we're talking about Insecure. Shout out to Issa Rae.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody over there on that team. How has it been?
Orgy and
how has your journey been over there with your family?
Well, they've treated us like gold. I mean, they've treated us like gold. And this season, I was particularly happy because Molly's family, or Yvonne Orji's family, we're being used more this final season than we ever had before. So we're in at least half of the episodes this final season, and just to come together. What was nice was that we knew it was a final season, but nobody was tripping over it. We just, there were good scripts. The writers gave us terrific scripts, storylines. So we said, let's just, let's do our thing and let's go out on top. So no one was tripping on the fact that, yeah, we will at some point go, oh my God, this is the final, we're finished now. This is the final one, but it was really about delivering the best performances, the best stories that we had. So it was a joy. I got to tell you, it was a joy to be on the set, see everyone working. and their A game, laughing together. Anytime I get together with the family, and that's L. Scott Colwood, Richard Neville's, Malcolm, anytime the family, Yvonne's family gets together on the show, we have a ball. I mean, we have a blast. We keep each other happy. We laugh. We just cut jokes. We stay together. It's really a pleasure working with them and everyone else on the set. So it went smoothly. And I was really pleased that the family stepped up this season to be part of Molly's overall journey.
Right.
That the family is very much a part of what she's going through and what she's working out this season. I thought that was an honor to be part of that.
And I think, you know what's very funny. So I have to, without saying any names, I have a bunch of friends who have been telling me, like, are you watching Insecure? Are you watching Insecure? Or are you watching Insecure? And I'm like, yeah, I watch Insecure. I watch shows in spare the moments. I have to go back and like watch them because as a business person, you understand you might not watch stuff when it comes straight out.
Oh man,
I sit down, but I'm a binge watcher. So once I start watching,
a lot of people are. I do the same thing. I say, okay, now I can see the five episodes at one time. But I feel you. I got you.
Right, but it's so funny now to have the point was like, oh, I know this guy. I know the kid.
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah, and a lot of people are very hyped up over the last season.
Yeah. Well, this show's been loved, man. Pardon me for interrupting you, but this show has been loved. I mean, 2020, we got 8 primetime Emmy nominations.
Right.
I mean, come on, this show has been loved from the get-go. People have embraced the show, invested in this show. The fact that we shoot in the hood. I mean, we shoot in Black communities, Inglewood, all around the place. I mean, this show has just touched a lot of people. Now fans are very vocal about their support. They tune in, want to know what's happening. I've been accused of adultery a couple of times, because I had a little affair on the show, and people come in, why'd you do that? All with love, all with love. But this show from season 1 has been really embraced and loved, and we just got better every season. Stories got better, acting, everything just got better from season 1. So those 8 primetime Emmy nominations meant something. It meant we were on the right track.
Right. And I think, hard work, dedication, everything shows whenever, you get the award nomination. And I think just when y'all putting out an amazing product, that's very relatable. I know you said
that's right.
Shouted out the writers and everything like that. And you've already talked about how just working with the team and everything like that. I really think what y'all had going in Insecure is really, what I would say, it's a temporary forever, and I use that term with my friends and say, you temporary are working with these people, right? Those are your family while you're working.
That's right.
But that product is going to live on forever. So I just want to shout out to you.
That's a wise way to put it, young man. Seriously, that's a wise way to put it. I appreciate that. I received that. You're right, because it will be out there. They'll always remember the 5 seasons Insecure. Right. But please go ahead. You're about to praise me. Praise us.
You're right. No, definitely. I was gonna ask, how is it working with Kerry Washington as the director?
Oh, please. I mean, the fact that I could even open my mouth in front of her was an achievement. I mean, it's Kerry Washington, dude. She's not only she's just a consummate professional, but she's funny. I mean, she kept us cracking up. She showed us she really cared, not just about the show, but our performances. The best thing you can ask when you're a guest starring on a role or recurring on a show, that is that whoever the guest director is, that they'll take care of your performance. They're not just thinking about Issa and Yvonne, but they're also thinking about all the other performances. And Kerry, from jumps, she showed us that she wanted us to give the best performances we possibly could. So she made sure she created an environment with just attention she paid to us, some of the questions, the suggestions, the adjustments. I'm like, this is heaven. This is freaking out. I mean, Kerry Washington is directing me in this scene, and everything she says makes so much sense and will only make my performance better. So big shout out to Kerry Washington and what she's doing in directing. We need more BIPOC female directors. We need more people who know their craft like Kerry and can make it fun.
Right.
I mean, it can make it fun. She'll hold up a take to just joke with us and play around. And I love that because it was really easy. I trusted her. And I think that's the biggest compliment any actor can pay a director. I trusted her. I trusted what she was saying to me, what she was guiding me, the direction she was sending me in. I totally trusted her, Jay.
I think that's a beautiful thing. Just in the sense, you said that the camaraderie that y'all had together just on the show and everything like that. And I think it's an amazing thing whenever I got the email to do an interview to know that, oh, she's directing. Because, you know, sometimes when you're just a fan, you don't know who's really working behind the scenes.
That's right. That's right. You don't know. That's absolutely right. People don't know that she's directed before, but yeah, it was, oh, Kerry Washington's directing this episode. Oh, you didn't know that, you know, because you know her obviously as the wonderful actress that she is, but she's also a wonderful director. And the episode has screened, it has aired, but it was a really good episode. And I'm sure she'll be doing other shows, but it was a moment in time for me because, again, I got my mouth open to actually say something and laugh with her and work this storyline with her. She's a class act. That's all I can say. The sister's a class act.
Do you think you would you think you and her would ever work on another project, or do y'all have in the works?
Hell yes. What? Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Yes. Just tell me what it is, what time to be there. Where is it at? Where? Yeah. Really, in a heartbeat, not just because she's Kerry Washington, but because she's such a good director as well. When I say I trust her, it wasn't for one episode. I know she's got the skills as a director to really help my performance, to really realize my performance. So just tell me where. Just tell me where. I'll be there. I'll be there a day early. I trust her that much, and I had that much fun. It's not just. I also had that much fun with her. I also had that much fun joking with her and talking to her. So, oh, please, Lord, please make sure that we get to our artistic and creative paths cross again in a heartbeat.
What do you think the biggest thing between an actor and a director? What do you think the number one, or you can even say a list of them? What do you think the main things are to have a good chemistry between the actor and the director are?
Well, you have to have the language. I mean, be able to talk. I know directors who can just, they'll just say, well, do this. And they'll just be happy, be sad. Well, I mean, they'll give you little conditions, but Kerry knows how to use the language. She knows how to use language in a way that actors get it and understand it. It's not enough to say, okay, he's really happy. They're sad in this one. He's just so, okay, then I'm just playing some sort of emotional condition. But with Kerry, you could talk it through. We can understand what's going on with it. So the ability to communication with an actor, between an actor and a director, and hearing my idea was for it, you know, to hear about that. Maybe if I sat here, maybe if I sat on the bed here and talked to her, all of that is part of it. So communication is key between the two, that they're on the same page, that they understand what they're going for. And she's got that. Any good director is able to communicate effectively, inspiringly with their actor, and actors should be able to communicate back to the director. Communication, sir.
I got you. So what do you think? I gotta ask this. Was really a funny question I was thinking about while you were talking. What was the funniest moment, since y'all are a big family, what was the funniest moment this past season that y'all had on set?
Oh man.
I know you got some stories. I know you got some
so many. There's so many. You know, usually it's silly things, like something that doesn't go right and it continues to not go right, whether it's a line or a take or it's no big one story. It's usually like, you know, someone will say a wrong line and they'll just keep saying the wrong line, or someone will drop a line and suddenly we're all looking like, well, who's going to jump in here? You're going to jump in? I don't know. What did we stop? It's just those little moments like that suddenly get everyone so funny. Anytime there are mistakes, because you can always use mistakes. So anytime there are mistakes, supposed mistakes, they're not really accidents, you know, they're supposed to happen, or they happen sometime. So suddenly you crack up because you realize, oh man, that was my line? No, that was your line, dude. Where were you? How come you didn't say? Why were you standing there? Weren't you supposed to be? Any of those little mistakes like that just makes it human, makes us all realize, you know, that we're human again. So always when things went a little off, because we got back right into it. I mean, we were all professionals. You know, we corrected it and went right back into it. But it was so funny because you look at the look on everyone's face is like, uh-oh, I know something ain't right. I don't know what's not right, but something ain't right. Is it me? God, please don't say it's me. I didn't mess this one out. It's exhilarating when that happens. It really is.
Okay,
and it happens. Believe me, it happens. I mean, you're moving, you're doing scene to scene. It happens. It can't help but happen.
I believe it. You know, one day I hope to be on the acting scene just to see how everything works like that, you know, be behind the scenes. And so
it's really an educational experience to see how actors work and work with the director and the DP. I encourage you to. It's really kind of it's like a choreographed dance. how we communicate, how we do a take, how we shoot it. Yeah, it's like a dance to see how people.
I think it's because creatives have their own language. Sometimes it's not even verbal. It's sometimes it's movements and you
Absolutely.
just eye contact and just realizing certain things. You see it. Your thought patterns are pretty much sometimes the same, sometimes yet different, but you can respect someone else's, oh, their vision is this or there's that. Even if someone's messing up a line, why'd you mess up the line? Well, I was thinking of it like this. Oh, well, I
Right.
think of it like that. You just have to appreciate
You sure do. And I keep saying the director, but the DPs, the camera operators, I listen to them too. If they tell me lean this way because I can get a cleaner shot of you or that, it's not just the director. The director does amazing work, of course, but we have camera people, we have camera operators and the director of photography. And sometimes you'll hear, listen, Greg, if you can just lean over on that left side, on your left foot or whatnot, boy, the shit would, because they're trying to get great shots too. Because
right.
when all the stuff is looked at later on in editing, they want their work to look good too. They want to tell the same story you're trying to tell. So it's not only listening to the director, but also I've come to respect everybody on that set. And many a time the camera operators will give me an adjustment, a minor thing. But because of it, they got a much cleaner shot, something they can use, something that looks good. So it's a team effort, man. It sounds cliche, but it is a team effort about how you listen to everyone and their input, because they all want to look great. They all want it to look great. Everyone wants it to look great. So no one is just telling you stuff to get you. People are saying stuff because they know it will make it better.
True. And that makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
I think, it's funny. This interview has to be a little different because the last time I talked to you, I asked you the question about the journey and the destination. I asked everybody to come on the show. But this time, I actually want to ask you, what does your journey look like going forth now? What do we have in store? What is there to look forward to in your acting career or just in life or just you as a human being? What does your journey look like going forward?
Well, I'd like to, because of what happened in 2020, not just the pandemic, but the murder of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, I'd like to be a lot more help to people. I'd like to, not just the industry, I'd like to be a lot more help. I mean, I've reached a point in my life where things are solid. I've been very blessed. My wife, my kid, I've been very blessed. So I feel now that I need to share. I want to, not need to. I want to share and help someone else get, if they're trying to get to where I am or wherever they want to be. I feel blessed enough now that it's time to share. It's always time to share. But now you have to realize if you've been given this many gifts, no one was sick in my family. I didn't lose anyone in my family. I continue to get work. I continue the kind of work I like to do. I think community and helping. It's funny because that's important on the show too. Community, how Issa's character work with community. I'd like to uplift. I'd like to be more of an uplifter. I'd like to continue and even grow in my role as an uplifter. Someone who can take another human being and just say, "Yeah, you're doing it right," or "Listen, why don't you try this?" Just to try and uplift someone, because I want to help someone else in their journey, because I've had a lot of people along the way that have helped me. Sometimes it's just a word, sometimes it's a phone call, sometimes it's saying something for me that it's time to uplift. Each one teach one. I truly believe that. And at this point in my career, it's about giving back. It's about giving back and uplifting everyone. Everyone who's in their journey, trying to get to where they're going. It makes me feel so, and it honors me and my religion and everyone when I can help another get to where they want to go.
That's beautiful. I think the each one teach one is definitely a thing.
Oh my God.
My parents taught me that value, so I understand.
It's harder. I got to say, it's harder for us. That it's. I'm not saying it's harder for us. It's harder the way society looks at us, Black men, and it's harder for us. So, if you reach the point where you can reach out and help another. I mean, Issa's done so much of that on the show, and she has the PAs, our assistants of Black women and Black men, and the crew. I mean, I can see how she's brought in. She's brought in BIPOC individuals who may not have that opportunity, who might not have gotten that opportunity to work on a professional set by HBO, to work on a show. So she's helping them just by nature of them being exposed to how things are going. So I'd like to uplift everything I do. I'd like to uplift.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm glad that you have that mentality, especially each one teach one, reach down and just help out, especially the younger generations and everything like that, and give back. I think that's
right.
Thing. I really think that's a
Because in the end, brother, it's not going to be about how many shows did you do or how brightly you're star, but who did you help? It may sound ugly, but when it comes to, we're all going to go somewhere. So no one gets out alive, brother. It's going to be about, well, yeah, he was good on that show. She was good on that show, but did they help anybody along the way? Did they help someone, get to where they wanted to be? That's what's going to be remembered more than, I think will be remembered more than the performances I did. But, oh yeah, he was able to help this group or this organization or this individual. So you too, same with you too.
Yes, sir.
Each one teach one.
Yes, sir. I got you. I think that's the thing that we're at the Talented Ones operations right now that we're kind of working on. So just to let you know, down here in Houston, Texas, the beginning of next year, January 15th, we're doing our blanket and sock drive that we're doing to collect a whole bunch of blankets and socks. We did it earlier this year.
Beautiful.
And this is going to be our second annual one at the beginning of 2022. All of the proceeds will go to the homeless around the city of Houston. And so,
bravo. Beautiful. That's beautiful, man. And, it makes you feel better. It doesn't take much of time and whatnot. Pardon me. And you'll make a big difference in someone's life. And at the end of the day, don't you want to say, yeah, I think I made a difference in somebody or multiple lives. I made a difference. Good for you, man. You said January 15th?
Yes, sir. January.
I'll be thinking on you that day. I'll be sending good vibes out on that day, sir.
I appreciate that.
I will.
Thank you so much. And I think, we could talk for hours, man. I remember last time we had such a good on air and off air.
You just have to bring me back again, man. That's all. You're going to have to.
People watching it. A lot of people actually were talking to me about this interview that we did the first time around. They were saying that it was such a great conversation, good energy and good vibes. I think they're going to get the same thing off of it.
It was good energy. I always feel good energy on Jay. That's why I like coming on the show, because it's just having a conversation. We just have a conversation about life, about things. And that feels good, man. We're just two human beings trying to make it like everyone else, right. Trying to stay healthy, trying to get ahead, trying to do what we love to do. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you give a platform for us to come on and talk about these things.
No problem. I appreciate that. And so the last thing I have to do is, I got to tell people to get you, where can they find you on social media? Where can they keep up?
Okay. Instagram, official Gregg Daniel, Twitter at real Gregg Daniel. And on Facebook, I'm at actor Gregg Daniel. I have a Facebook page at actor Gregg Daniel. So official Gregg Daniel, Twitter at real Gregg Daniel, and Facebook at actor Gregg Daniel.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Look here. Everybody look here at the camera right now at King_J Shep on Instagram and on Twitter. We need those numbers to go up. And we need our business pages to run up at _talented_ones_ on IG and at talented_ones on Twitter. We have so much in store this upcoming year. 2021 has been an amazing year. We've been blessed to go to LA, do interviews. We went to Atlanta to do some interviews. This year has been truly amazing. I appreciate y'all on the journey. For the people who has been buying the merchandise from us, we say thank you so much.
Right on.
Everybody that's been subscribing, who's been watching interviews like this one, Mr. Daniel and everybody else, we appreciate y'all. We're wrapping up this year very strong. We Excellent. Have so much in store. The biggest thing I want to say right now is we built a team up over here at the TO community to where now that we're working. I'm trying to be like Mr. Daniel. I'm trying to be out there in LA. We're working.
Well, we love people in Houston now. Come on, we give Houston his props. Come on, Houston. We love you, Houston. We're giving you props.
Houston's doing an amazing thing in the film community, especially in the short film community right now. It's a beautiful thing. If you ever get a chance to come down here, man, I'd love for you to come down here and talk to some people.
Okay.
That's really
get to my publicist and let's continue talking, Jay. Let's continue talking, man. And listen, I want to wish you and your family also a blessed and safe holiday season.
You too. And I think from your end, from your people, peace and blessings for you and your family over the holidays. On my end, to the TO community, peace and blessings. That we're out, man. Appreciate y'all. Go run up those followers and then
Houston.
Let's get it,
man.
All right.
Take care, brother.
Yes, sir.